you teach people how to trade. What's the most common mistake that you see traders make?
Gosh, whittle it down to one. I would say there's probably three. Number one is people think they can make, the average person who gets involved thinks they can make too much money too quickly. But underestimates how much they can make if they are more steady with their process. So they don't understand the thing, compound interest. They don't understand that what 2 or 3% a month will do if they grow it. The second thing is that once they've got some technical knowledge, they're in a way almost more dangerous. Yes, they know about using stops and managing small risk, but what I see a lot of traders do in the early days is when they've understood about support and resistance and certain indicators, if the trade didn't go their way, they start saying things like, oh, that's because we were at a resistance, or that was because the MACD was below the midline. And that, although it's subtle, is a very, very dangerous game to get into, because you're making that suggestion with the benefit of hindsight. But when you actually trade, you never trade with the benefit of hindsight. So I see that happening. It's a subtle one. And I think the last one is that traders, especially when they start out, is they know what we teach them intellectually, but they think that by knowing it intellectually, they've passed the test. And unfortunately, trading is a rites of passage. I can say something to one trader and they get it first time. I can say it to another trader, they get it first time, but they've had a nice winning run. So as a result of that winning run, they haven't really experienced it. I had a trader, Hayley. She's only been trading about 4 months. Her first month, she was 11% up, and she closed the month 4% up. And initially, she was a little bit, oh, look what I had, and now look where I am. But for me, I actually took that as brilliant, because you've been through a learning process very early on, what it feels like to be mid-month and up at 11% and then be down at 4. It almost feels like a failure, but actually she's made 4% in her first month.
Yeah.
But she needs to experience that. I can talk about stories and show people this, but they need to go through it.